So today we are going to discuss about the Indian desert. As we already know that Indian desert is located in the northwestern part of India. If you will see the India map, we know the Rajasthan desert is a part of the Indian desert. The Indian desert lies to the western part of the Aravalli hills. And Indian desert is totally made of sandy plain, undulating sandy plain. If you will see the soil of the Indian desert, it is the sandy soil only. The entire Indian desert is covered with the sand dunes. Now what is the sand dunes? The sand dunes are the small hills which is formed by the sand only. The temperature of the desert area, we know the temperature is very high, as well as the amount of the rainfall is very less. The annual rainfall of Indian desert is below 150 millimeter. The climatic condition of desert area is called arid climate. The meaning of the term arid is hot and dry. Here the temperature is high, as well as because of the less availability of the water, it is dry also. Due to the high temperature, low rainfall, we are having very low vegetation cover in this area. The Indian desert area having very low vegetation cover. Now in case of the Indian desert, you can see the map. This is the Rajasthan state. At this western part of the Rajasthan, we are having the Indian desert. In this place we are having the Aravalli hills. The west of the Aravalli hills we are having the desert. In case of this Indian desert, the seasonal streams appear. The small streams or the river channel appears during the rainy season only. And after the rainy season, when the rain is actually over, very soon only they disappear in the sand. They don't have enough water, or due to the high evaporation in these areas, they don't have the water that they can reach to the sea. The only large river of this area is the Luni river. Example of the river of the Rajasthan desert area is the Luni river. This is the picture of a sand dune. Sand dunes, like I said you, that sand dunes is the hill which is made by the sands and all. There are different kind of the sand dunes are present in the Rajasthan desert, like the longitudinal dunes or the barkhans. Now what is this barkhans? This is a picture of a barkhan only. The barkhan is a crescent shaped sand dunes. You can see the shape. This is called crescent shape, half circle, half moon shape. And crescent shaped sand dunes are called barkhans. And this barkhans covers a larger area in Rajasthan desert, and it is more prominent in Jaisalmer. And another kind of the dunes we can see, that is the longitudinal dunes. Longitudinal dunes are more prominent in India-Pakistan border or India-Pakistan boundary. Now the next one that we are having, that is the coastal plain of India. The next physical feature. This is the coastal plain. This violet color you can see, this is the coastal plain of India. It starts in this side from West Bengal and from the western side from the Gujarat. The peninsular plateau. This area of the India, you all know the peninsular plateau, the Deccan plateau, Central Highland, Eastern Ghat and the Western Ghat. Now after Western Ghat, in between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghat, and in between the Eastern Ghat and the Bay of Bengal, we are having the eastern coast and the western coast of India. The peninsular plateau is surrounded by the narrow strip of the coastal line and running along the Arabian Sea side and the Bay of Bengal side. So this is the coastal plain of India. Now the western coastal plain. The western coastal plain is sandwiched between the Western Ghat and the Arabian Sea. You can see this is the Western Ghat and this is the Arabian Sea. So it is sandwiched, or it is located in between Western Ghat and the Arabian Sea, and the eastern coastal plain is located in between the Eastern Ghat and the Bay of Bengal. That's why it is written sandwiched between the Western Ghat and the Arabian Sea. The western coastal plain is very narrow in nature. By the picture only you can understand this green color is the western coastal plain and this is very narrow, whereas the eastern coastal plain is wide. The western coastal plain consists of three parts: Konkan, Kannad and Malabar. From Goa to Mumbai it's called Konkan, this middle part it's called Kannad, and the rest of the coastal area it's called the Malabar coast. The northern part of the coast it's called Konkan. Konkan coast. The middle part or the central part of the western coast, it's called Kannad coast. And the southern part of the western coastal plain, it's called the Malabar coast. So we are having three sections of the western coastal plain. In this way, eastern coastal plain is located along the Bay of Bengal. Now, northern part of the eastern coastal plain, it's called Northern Sarkar. And the southern part of the eastern coastal plain, it's called Coromandel coast. This coast, Northern Sarkar, Coromandel, Malabar, Konkan, Kannad, this all comes as a map pointing also. The rivers, almost all the rivers started from this western ghat and they are flowing towards this side. So Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri rivers are flowing towards this side and they form delta also. Now, the important feature of the eastern coast, we can see that Lake Chilika is located over here. This white area, we are having Lake Chilika. This is the largest saltwater lake of India, which lies in Odisha and south of the Mahanadi Delta. Now, what is this delta? The delta is a triangular shaped landform that is formed due to the depositional work of the river. Now, after this coastal plain, we are having the last landform feature, that is the islands. India having two prominent islands. We are having one is Andaman Nicobar Islands and another one is the Lakshadweep Islands. Now, in case of the Andaman Nicobar Island is located in the Bay of Bengal and Lakshadweep Island is located in the Arabian Sea. Lakshadweep Island, it lies close to the Malabar coast of Kerala. You have seen this is Konkan, Kannad and this part is the Malabar. So they said that from Malabar coast of the Kerala, this island is closed. Now, this island, Lakshadweep, it is composed of small coral islands. Corals are the living beings actually. They are having a huge amount of the coral deposits over there and this island is a coral island. Earlier, the Lakshadweep Island is known as Lakshadweep, Minicoy, Amindivi. See over here, this is Amindivi Island. The down part, it is Minicoy Island. Amindivi at the top, Minicoy at the down, and the middle it was the Lakshadweep or the Lakshadweep it is written, and all together now it is known as Lakshadweep Island. The capital of the Lakshadweep is Kavarati. In 1973 it is modified, the name modification occurred and the name is now Lakshadweep. The total area of this island, you can see this all are the small island. Actually it is called the group of islands. The total area of this entire island is 32 square kilometers. The administrative headquarters of Lakshadweep is Kavarati, that is the capital of Lakshadweep. We can see a great diversity of the flora and fauna over here. That means huge amount of the plant as well as the animal species are present over there. In this particular island, you can see this one PT Island. This PT Island is an uninhabited island. That means human being doesn't live over there. And over here we are having bird sanctuary also. That is the Piti Island. Now Andaman Nicobar Island. Already I told you Andaman Nicobar Island is located in the southeastern part of our country in the Bay of Bengal. Now Andaman Nicobar Islands are also a group of islands because you can see so many divisions are there. So these all are the small islands and together it is called Andaman and Nicobar Island. Now, the elongated chain of the island located in the Bay of Bengal and extending from north to south. You can see the shape, it is like located from north up to the south. Now, this main group of the Andaman and Nicobar Island is divided into two categories. The northern part of the island is called Andaman Island and the southern part of the island is called Nicobar Island. This northern part of this island is called Andaman. The southern part of the island is called Nicobar Island. Now, this island is the elevated portion of the submarine mountains. They say that these islands are the actually submarine or undermarine mountains only. The little bit part is elevated and that part is this island. This island group also having very great importance. The Port Blair is the capital as well as the administrative headquarters of Andaman Island. In Andaman Island also we can see the great variety of flowers, flora and fauna is present. Andaman Nicobar, you all know about equator. The Andaman Nicobar is close to the equator. It is very much close to the equator. That's why we can see the equatorial climate we can see over there. You will find this Andaman Nicobar temperature is high as well as the high amount of the rainfall also occur. And in case of the Andaman and Nicobar, high amount of the vegetation cover also present. And one of the important thing about this Andaman and Nicobar, that is the barren island. Barren island, we are having only active volcano. The India's active volcano we have found in this barren island only. And this barren island is located in the Andaman and Nicobar. And that is an important feature of the Andaman Nicobar. You can see this one barren island over here. We are having the barren and Narcondam. Over here we are having the volcanoes. But the barren island volcano is the active volcano. Now the corals. As I said, we can see the corals in Andaman Nicobar as well as entire Lakshadweep is a coral island only. Corals are found in the islands of India. What is this coral? They are short-lived microscopic organisms. They lived in the shallow water and actually the composition of the corals are the calcium carbonate only. You will find in so many places the reefs are present of the coral. That is the barrier reef, atolls, fringe reef. You will find this kind of the shapes are present over there, and these all are about the corals of the islands only. So, in case of this particular part, we have seen that what is Barkhan. Then we have read the average rainfall amount of the desert area, the characteristics of the desert, as well as we have read about the eastern coastal plain and the western coastal plain. We can prepare the differences also, and last of all we have seen the island group of India, and we can make the characteristics as well as the difference from the different island group of India also.